Hi guys, it's Karen. I'm glad you stopped by. Uh, Going along the same lines of what I've been talking about off and on throughout some of these little videos, how do you deal with people that get angry at you for something that you've done, but it's not like you've actually done anything, or you don't feel guilty, or you don't feel that you're wrong, but they're upset with you what seems like no reason, but to them, they're like jealous and upset with you. Uh, I'm not going to call names or anything, but I'm dealing with something right now where I I got to go out of town this last weekend and spend time with family that I haven't seen in years, actually since I was a child. And it was all due to my father uh, treating us, his wife and me, his only child, wrong, but also his brothers and sisters and other extended family. He was not, a decent person to them either. So we didn't have anything to do with our family because of him. And, he told us things that wasn't true, and we stayed away. And unfortunately, I assume he told them things about us too. So I guess, it's one of those deals where there's some people in the world that like other people to be unhappy. If they can't be happy, they don't want you to be happy. Well, unfortunately, I have my mother, who is the type of person that is very jealous. And I know she's got a lot of health problems, and I believe she does have some dementia and Alzheimer's. So I try to like roll with the punches and accept that she has these feelings and just kind of let it, like water off duck's back, and that old saying, like just let it go and all. But it does hurt because I'm happy when my family's happy. If they tell me, oh, I got to do this, I got to talk to this person, I don't get the jealous feelings. It's like, oh, I'm so glad that you had this experience, that you got to talk to this person or spend time with this person. So I can't comprehend not being happy for somebody when something good's happened to them. So I don't understand this from my mother. But if I look back, even as a child and a teenager and all, there was other issues that my mom seemed jealous of. I adored attending church when I was like 10 to 15. And there was some occasions where mom didn't want me to go to church. She'd rather me stay home. And, this is a child that's building a relationship with God, with Jesus Christ. How do you keep them away from church, from the people within the church that would be a good influence on this child? What right do you have to forbid this child from attending church? To me, having 2 daughters and 2 grandchildren, for the idea that if they were involved in church and happy, I would do everything in my power. If I had to, put them in a grocery cart and push them down the street, if I was able to get them to the church, I would. It's one of those situations where you do what you must to ensure their happiness and to ensure that they have a relationship with God. I even feel that mom was jealous of my relationship with friends. I was involved in things at school, and I know she would preferred me to have stayed home and spent that time with her instead of being in drama and other organizations and all. And then when I started having a relationship with a boy, dating. Oh no, you don't need to do that. Oh, he's not a good boy. My parents didn't even go to my wedding. Mom had a cow about the whole issue, and I didn't even get my wedding dress, the cake. The cake was given to an orphanage. My wedding dress was sold, and everything of the flowers and everything was gave away because she forbade me to marry the boy. I'm still with him. I've got 2 wonderful children, 2 wonderful grandchildren. He stuck with me through thick and thin, good times and bad, and I can't say that about my mother. And this isn't like for a sob story, sad story. I am happy, and I only want the best for her. I hope and pray that before she leaves this earth that she makes amends. I'm not expecting I'm sorry for everything I've ever done, for everything, but I hope at some point that she understands that it shouldn't have been this way. This is not the way you should have raised this girl. And thank God that I didn't raise my daughters this way, that I gave them the opportunity to have relationships with friends, unfortunately, they didn't go to church when they were younger like they needed to. If they'd had found them a church, I would have been 100% behind it. But thank God that they both know who God is, and I know that they're on the track to having a relationship. One of them I know for sure has a relationship with God. The other one, he's working on her. I know that. So that's all that matters. And in the long run, that's all that matters, is God. I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm not trying to, tell you that, how to live your life. But that's how I feel, and that's how I believe. And I hope you have something in your life worth living for. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.